Well, it's now time for me to give you a superpower, which is to be able to visualize, to see any quadratic polynomial. Trust me, it is indeed a superpower. Once you learn how to graphically represent any quadratic polynomial, you will be able to extract out any information about that quadratic polynomial in a snap of a finger. So, before I directly take you to the graph of any quadratic polynomial, let me begin by making you recall the graph of few familiar functions. One is f of x equals x square. Now, x square is nothing but a specific type of quadratic polynomial, 1x square plus 0x plus 0. Yes, we know its graph is an upward opening parabola, isn't it? Another function, if you recall, f of x equals minus x square, which is again a specific type of quadratic polynomial, minus x square plus 0x plus 0, we know its graph is a downward opening parabola. In fact, you know what? You take any quadratic polynomial, ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real constants, a, the leading coefficient, is not equal to 0, always its graph is nothing but a parabola, either upward opening or downward opening. Now the question arises, what is it that governs the fact that the parabola will open upward or downward? Let me answer this for you. Seen here the two graphs that you can see of the two expressions x square and minus x square, these two expressions have only a single difference between them. In here the coefficient of x square is 1, which is positive, and in here the coefficient of x square is minus 1, which is negative. Somehow my intuition is trying to say that if the leading coefficient is positive, the parabola will open upward. If the leading coefficient is negative, the parabola will open downward. To convince you on this, let me take you to the same simulation. In here, I'm going to keep the value of b and c as constant. I'm just going to vary a, which is my leading coefficient, over positive reals or negative reals. See, as I am varying my a over negative reals, each time the parabola I am getting is a downward opening parabola to be the graph of ax square plus bx plus c. And if I vary my a over positive reals, you can clearly see the graph each time is an upward opening parabola of what? Ax square plus bx plus c. Isn't it? That means it is indeed true that the graph of any quadratic polynomial is nothing but a parabola, either upward opening or downward opening, depending upon the sign of the leading coefficient. If the sign of the leading coefficient is positive, then the parabola will be upward opening. If the leading coefficient is negative, then the parabola will be downward opening. Okay, fine. Now, these extreme points that you can see in the parabola are called the vertex of the parabola. When your parabola is upward opening, the vertex is the lowest point, as you can see. And when the parabola is downward opening, the vertex is the highest point, as again you can see. Isn't it? Now consider this line, okay, the dotted line that you can see in here, which is a vertical line parallel to y-axis passing through the vertex of the parabola. This line is called the axis of symmetry of the parabola. Why? Because it is dividing the parabola into two congruent halves. Or I can say the parabola is symmetric with respect to this axis of symmetry. Got it? These are few things which we have come to know about a quadratic polynomial, which is represented by a parabola, either upward opening or downward opening. Now the question arises, how to explicitly plot the graph of any quadratic polynomial? Well, if you have the quadratic polynomial as ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real constants and the leading coefficient a is not equal to 0, then you can plot its graph in the Cartesian plane just if you have three pieces of information about it. The first is sign of the leading coefficient. That means sign of A. If A is positive, you will come to know that the graph of the given quadratic polynomial is an upward opening parabola. And if A is less than 0, its sign is negative, then you would come to know that the graph of the given quadratic polynomial is a downward opening parabola. Fine. The second piece of information is the vertex of the parabola. If this is the given quadratic polynomial, let me manipulate this a bit, okay? I can take out A outside. I'll be left with x squared plus b by ax plus c by a. And mind it, I can do this. Why? Because A is non-zero. Right? Okay. Now allow me to complete the square inside the braces. This is what I get. And now this becomes x plus b by 2a whole square. Okay. This is what my expression boils down to. Now recall b square minus 4ac represents the discriminant. That means 4ac minus b square is minus of the discriminant. Okay. That means what I have? If I write f of x as y, then now I get y plus d by 4a is equal to a times x plus b by 2a whole square. This is what my given quadratic polynomial has transformed to. From this expression, we will talk about the coordinates of the vertex of the parabola. How? Let me explain this to you. The first case is when the sign of the leading coefficient A is positive. In that case, you know, the graph of the given quadratic polynomial will definitely be some upward opening parabola. I am interested in its vertex. Its vertex in this case will be the lowest point in the parabola. That means if x comma y are the coordinates of the vertex, this means corresponding to this x, the function obtains its least value, its minimum value. Right? Okay. Now, b is real, a is non-zero real, so b by 2a is real, x is yes real, so x plus b by 2a is real, square of any real is non-negative. That means this portion is non-negative for every real x. A already is positive. Positive into non-negative means non-negative. So what are you getting? That the right-hand side portion of this equation is greater than 0 or equal to 0. That means minimum that it can be is 0. The least value that it can obtain is 0. Now, I want to find out for what value of x is it becoming 0. Well, it's pretty simple. A is positive. Positive into something is 0 only when that something is 0. And square of a real quantity is 0 only when that real quantity is 0. Yes, so what do you get? X plus b by 2a is 0. That means x is minus b by 2a. It's corresponding to this value of x that my right-hand side expression is obtaining its least value equal to 0. That means minimum value of y plus d by 4a is 0, which is occurring corresponding to x equals minus b by 2a. That means minimum value of y will be minus d by 4a, which is occurring corresponding to x equals minus b by 2a. That means the coordinates of the vertex come out to be minus b by 2a, comma minus d by 4a. Got it? Right? Let's move on to the next case when our leading coefficient is negative. That means this is negative. In that case, I know the graph of the given quadratic polynomial will be some downward opening parabola, and in this case, the vertex of the parabola will be the topmost or the highest point. By which, what do I mean? That if x comma y are the coordinates of the vertex, then corresponding to this x, the function is obtaining its maximum value. Got it? Now realize, again, x plus b by 2a is real. Square of any real is non-negative. Non-negative into negative is less than equal to 0. That means my right-hand side expression of this equation is less than equal to 0. Okay, for every real x. That means it is less than 0 or equal to 0. So maximum that it can be is 0. I want to find out that value of x for which this right-hand side expression is equal to 0. That means it is obtaining its maximum. So let's solve. Again, I'm going to get x is minus b by 2a. That means my maximum value of y plus d by 4a is coming out to be 0, corresponding to x equals minus b by 2a. That means maximum value that y can take is minus d by 4a, corresponding to x equals minus b by 2a, and hence my vertex has coordinates again the same, minus b by 2a, comma minus d by 4a. Got it? So two pieces of information you can very easily now extract out about the given quadratic polynomial. One is the sign of the leading coefficient, other is the coordinates of the vertex of the parabola, right? So that you know the extreme point lying in the parabola. The third piece of information is corresponding to the y-intercept. Don't get confused with the name. I'm just wanting you to compute the coordinates of the point where the parabola, whatever is it, upward opening or downward opening, is cutting the y-axis. Now, when a graph cuts the y-axis, that point of intersection has x-coordinate 0, right? Now, understand, if your given quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, when you plug in x as 0, what do you get? 0 plus 0 plus c. That means f of 0 comes out to be c. That means when x is 0, y is coming out to be c. So the coordinates of the point where the parabola will cut the y-axis will have its coordinates as 0, c. And once you are aware of what the coordinates of the point are where the parabola is cutting the y-axis, this is what you will come to know. These coordinates is what you will come to know. And eventually, you will have your actual complete graph of the given quadratic polynomial. Just three pieces of information. First is the sign of the leading coefficient. Second is the coordinates of the vertex. Third is the coordinates of the point where the parabola cuts the y-axis, which is 0, constant term in the quadratic polynomial. Got it?
For more videos and live lectures on the JEE, click on the subscribe button now.